Welcome back. Today I'm doing something for the first time. I'm going to attempt to build a watch. So all these parts were bought from Aliexpress, including a case here, a nice Yachtmaster type case, the dial, also from Aliexpress. And all the details of where I bought all these parts are in the description below, so do check it out. That is an NH35 movement, a Seiko movement. And these are the hands for the dial and the dial itself. Nice beautiful little white dial. I thought it'll go quite well with this Yachtmaster silver looking watch. I think all this came to, I think it was £70 or so, including the case, the NH35 movement and the dial and hands. Now, blower to blow off dust, you need that sort of sticky pad as well. We'll show you what's the use of that, and that is also to brush off dust. This is that's more to place these two items, to more place the watch on, and then a little clipper here as well. So each of these items, and that's a filer if we need to use one. Each of these items as well is also in the description below, so do check it out. I also spent about £50 odd to buy this presser to help press down the hands on the watch. Now this, and then also you can also, if you've got really good hands, you can also use those individual presses as well. But I thought I'll try and make it easier for myself as a first time. So first of all, what you do, you got line up the dial with the NH35 movement, and then you realize that out of there's 6 little pins there, and only really 2 goes into that dial. So you will need to take out 4 of those pins. Make sure you take out the correct pins. So 4 pins are wrong, so only 2 will fit in. So just double check it again, make sure that I do get it right. It did, please do listen on, because I'll tell you where I went wrong, and I went wrong in a lot of places being a first time doing this. So it was a good learning experience, and I think second time I'll certainly be a lot better attempting to build this watch. It did take me over 3 hours. That's seriously, even though this video is short, it's cut to around 18 minutes. This took me well over 3 hours to get this done. I had a lot of problems getting it done. Yeah, so this first thing I did, so obviously make sure we have pulled the right pins and not the wrong ones. So I need to pull 4 of them out to leave the 2 correct ones in there. Gotta be careful I don't put too much pressure on the dial and bend it as well, right? So slowly tweak it, it will come out. There you go, second one done. And then the other 2 on the other side. So simple NH35 movements that we're going to put it on. There is another version where the clock is at the 6 o'clock position. That would be the version with a 6A, I believe. So do bear that in mind when you're buying from Aliexpress. You're buying the right version, where the date window will be. So this date window being at the 3 o'clock position. So clip it in. Should clip in perfectly. This is the watch holder. So what we're going to attempt to do now is to put the hour marker on. We have actually turned this all the way to 12 o'clock. Make sure the date has ticked to the next day, so that we are on the 12 o'clock position. Because the first hour marker we are trying to do is the 12 o'clock hour marker. And I'm telling you, these hands They are fiddly, they are small. It took me forever. well over an hour and a half to get this done properly. I've sort of edited this video out so that you get the gist of it, but yeah, I did a lot of things wrong. Trying to get the hands on the hour marker first, and then trying to get the minute marker on as well, which is on now here. And then the seconds hand, you don't have to worry too much about it. You can put that anywhere. Just try and put the seconds hand on. And this was the hardest part, get the seconds hand. And I did mess up, and I think I broke the tail off. So yeah, so you got to be very gentle because these hands are quite fragile. I didn't have the right item on the presser either, so it was moving around, which didn't really help. So I did order an additional sort of holder for presses, but unfortunately I haven't received it yet. So you see it's a little bit wonky already because of the amount of pressure I've been putting on and sort of the mistakes I've been making. So a lot of fiddling around, trying to make sure that obviously making sure the hands are actually getting past each other and they're not getting in the way. My minute marker was bent, and that was the biggest problem. That's why I had to tweak the seconds marker a little bit. But yeah, a lot of mistakes. I think certainly next time around I will do a better job of pressing these hour, minute and seconds hands in there. But now just double checking, make sure the date window is moving forward when it hits 12 o'clock. And you see it turning just about there, which is okay. Actually, I'm fairly happy with that. It was painful. If you like what you see, do leave comments below and do give me a like and subscribe. Next time I'll probably try and do another one similar to this. It was quite fun and quite a learning experience making your own watch. Next thing we do, we use this board. It gives it friction to remove the case from the watch. So you basically have to put some pressure turning it, and that should release the case. Nice exhibition case back, which is what I wanted. This is the sort of the waterproof ring. Take it out and we're going to put it in that blue gasket that we bought. That will give it some sort of grease it up, give it some additional water protection when we put it back in later on. So take the ring out. Yeah, put it in this solution and we'll just leave it there for the time being. It's lubricant. So there's a little lever. You have to push the basically we're trying to adjust now for the stem. You have to push the item all the way into position 0 before there's a little lever where you then release the stem. Unfortunately, couldn't quite capture it. There's a little lever just below the stem where you press it, and that will release the stem from the dial. And again, I did mess up as well, and then but then second time I did do the stem properly. So that's something to be wary of. double check, make sure you put the dial in the watch, clean it out as well, make sure there's no dust there, give it a good clean, use the brush to brush it away any dust. Also use the blower to blow out any dust as well. Make sure it's perfectly dust free. Now we can put our dial on. Again, yeah, that's the lever there. Make sure it's in the position 0, the stem, otherwise that lever won't pop. And then once you pop the lever, the stem will come out. Sorry, not the best editing here. But yeah, second time, we're doing a retest here. And it looks like it's working quite well. Let's make sure that date turns on the 21st into the 21st when we go past 12 o'clock. And there you go. Perfect. Now we can screw it back in. Making sure again it's working perfectly. Wind it up and that's pretty much good to go. As mentioned, I think just recap on the price of the watch itself. The bracelet and the case, this Yachtmaster case, was £45. This is a sapphire crystal glass case as well with a magnifier on the date position, similar to a Rolex. The NH35 movement costs £27, and the dial and watch hands costs about £7, £7.50, something like that. So all in all, around £70 will get the job done. Also, make sure you put that waterproof ring back in as well to the watch before you put the watch case back. It was quite fun and challenging, certainly learnt a lot, and I think second time around should be a lot easier because you learn from your mistakes a lot of what you did wrong. Pressing in, just making sure it's properly done. Yeah, this is Loctite, some glue which I think you need, certainly to make sure that the stem doesn't come out from the crown. So this keeps it in place, otherwise if it does break off you're going to have trouble getting the stem out. Give it a good wipe, make sure there's no leftover glue there. And we're good to go, pretty much. And the last thing to do is put back on the case. Again, give it a good wipe. Make sure there's no dust there. Give it a good blow as well. Make sure, you know, final blow before you put the case back. And then just screw it back on. Use that ball. That ball gives it friction to for you to add additional power. Looks good. Final case adjustment. I've adjusted it so it fits perfectly my wrists. Nice Rolex looking bracelet and Yachtmaster case. Bezel works quite nice. Nice polish, you know. £45 this case. You can't really complain too much. It's also got, similar to Rolex, it's got this, you can actually shift it as well, the bracelet. Again, just to make sure the date is moving at the right time. Actually, this is the correct time at the moment. It's like 11 o'clock, but yeah, that clicks through to the next date. Yeah, so what do you think? My first attempt at building a watch. Quite happy with it. It was a good learning experience. I did make quite a few errors, but certainly second time around I should be a bit better at this. It's quite fun to do, and something unique to be proud of, that I can say, you know, I did this myself. Let me know what you think. If you do like what you see, please do leave comments below. Give me a like and subscribe. I'll try a different watch build probably next time. Maybe in another month or two. Yeah, quite fun. It did take longer than I expected, but certainly worth it, I think. We'll see you in the next video.